What's up, guys? Today we're going to be taking an aluminum wheel off of a truck and we're going to be polishing it. So we're going to start by putting an air jack underneath the axle, jacking it up, and then removing it with an air cap, and then we'll get on the wheel stand and we'll start polishing. So here we go. As you can see, I've got the jack underneath it here. So where the axle of the truck is right there, you can see them little spokes. That's part of the axle. So I got the air hose hooked up. We'll jack the tire up just far enough so we can get the tire off and so that they'll spin freely. As you see, there's a little bit of daylight underneath there. Tires should spin. That was perfect, like you said. If they don't spin, that's perfectly fine. They'll come off either way. So we're gonna unhook the air hose here. We'll grab the air cap and we'll start moving lug nuts. I'll sit over here. Alright, we got all the lug nuts moved. We'll pull them on the wheel out here, pop the tire off, and we will take it over to the wheel stand or to the wall, whatever. If you don't have a wheel stand, you can lean them up against the wall and polish in the same way. The wheel stand makes it a little easier for big time polishers or polishers that do it a lot and maintain their own rims. So I have recently bought a wheel stand, so I'm gonna use that for this demonstration, and we'll go over there so I'll get this pulled off, and then I'll wheel it over there and I'll catch up with you then. So as you see, I start the sanding process off with 120 grit, working from the inside of the wheel to the outside. I'm going around every single little hole, making sure I get everything covered, and then once I get done with 120, I will switch over to 400 and start filling in the scratch marks. So I'm just about done with 120, I'm going to switch to 400. Everything you hit with a 120 grit, you have to hit with a 400, because if you do not, you will see swirl marks. So as I'm going around this wheel, I'm going to switch to 600 because 400 goes really fast, along with 800. 4, 6, 8 are your faster grits just because they're easier, but you make sure you want to do really good on the 800 because that's what makes the wheel shine at the end of the day. Alright, we're done sanding, we're going to start polishing. I started off with the red wheel and the brown bar to start the cutting. We're going to go start, like I said, from just like sanding, start from the inside and going to work your way out. Going around the wheels or the little holes is going to be a little tough. Your wheel's going to want to jump pretty hard, and so make sure you're just hanging on to it. That's kind of important, otherwise your wheel will take off and then you'll have scratch marks all over the rest of your rim. You want to make sure you hang on to it. Cutting is really important. You want to make sure you stay close to the wheel, keep your pattern tight. When the pattern is loose, you'll see signs of scratch marks, or hash is what they call it, and that will start to appear in your rim. So I'm still in the cutting process. I had cut my finger open, so I went and got a band-aid, but I'm finishing up on the cutting. I'm going to switch to the yellow wheel and the green bar and spray some Easy Red on there to help get that compound out. And then I'm running that at 2200 RPMs. So then when I get done with that one, I'll also switch again to the white wheel with the purple competition, running that at 1800 RPMs with Easy Red still on there. Then I'm just going to do it by hand to get all the extra compound out. Once I get done with that, I'll lower it, set it on the ground, and we'll run it to the truck. Alright, what's up, guys? We're back. So we just got done sanding, cutting. Well, first we took the wheel off, then we sanded, then we cutted. Now we're putting the wheel back on the rim, back on the axle, and we're gonna tighten the lug nuts up. We'll put our lug nut covers on, and we got brand new, and then this should be all of it. So another thing I forgot to mention when you're taking them off is you don't want to run your air gun or your air cap wide open when you take them off. There's so much friction in the threads, and the threads are so fine that if you go too fast, you'll actually melt the threads together, and then you won't be able to get them off. So that's another thing you want to just be careful of. And same thing putting them on. You don't want to put them on really fast because they'll do the same thing. So now I'm just putting these on. There's some ones that we bought. So you can get these about anywhere. Another thing to watch when you're putting them on is we always put our valve stems in opposite corners. Sorry about that. We put our valve stems in opposite corners of the wheel so they're diagonal or straight up and down from each other. Don't really matter however you want to put them on. Just convenient, so then you know when you're checking tires that, okay, this valve stem's here, we go straight to the other side, and that's where the other one is. So we should be done. Got our wheel put on, got our lug nut covers put on. So now we'll come back over to the jack over here. Figure out how to turn this thing around. So then we'll turn it around here. There we go. So now that we still have this resting on the axle there, you'll come to the back of your jack, and this knob right here, you will turn it slowly to release the pressure. Oh, there we go. As you can hear, it's kind of going down a little bit. There you go. That's it. And all your air is out. We'll loosen it for the rest. We will pull our jack out of here. All right. We'll pull our jack out. Got everything put back together.